talk about her for a minute? Gina is a social manager, and so she uses this model for continuous population growth. Remember, if it's continuous growth or continuous decay, if it's continuous, it's going to use E. Okay? E. E is continuous. So, she's projecting monthly increase in number of followers. So, continuous growth is n up t equals n sub 0 times e to the rt. So, let's just review. What does everything stand for? What's the n sub 0? What does that stand for? N sub 0. If I said you were starting with 40,000 followers and it's growing at 6% over 10 years, like, what would go where? These are like numbers, right? Yeah, like they look like letters, but they stand for numbers. They're called variables because you can vary what number it stands for. Does any of this sound familiar? You are in algebra. This is a math class. You've been in here all year and all of last year. Any of that sound familiar? I'm Miss Harper. We've seen each other a few times. Anything? Come on. This is your original amount. Yes. Same here. I knew eventually Shelby would open her eyes. This is your original amount. Boys won't get that reference. Big girls. Still Magnolia?
No.
Oh.
Open. Alright. So n sub 0. That's sub 0. That's at time 0. That's your original amount. Okay? You started 40,000 followers. You invested $1,000. If you started with 2 bacteria, whatever, that's your original amount. Okay, so E is a number. So E doesn't stand for anything except this one particular number. E is a number. What does R stand for? Rate. Oh, we got that. We should have started there. Alright. That's your rate. Either your growth rate is growing or your decay, it's decaying. What about T? Time. For this problem, are we measuring time in months or years? Months. This particular problem, it's months. You gotta watch that because it can change. Well, okay, what's N of T? What's this one stand for? It's the only thing we haven't talked about. N sub 0 is your original amount. N, what? Yeah, this is your amount after T months. That's what all that stands for. I'm glad Gina's not here. She'd probably be ashamed. Alright, number 2. Gina claims that when she started working with an up-and-coming boy band, they had 18,450 online followers, and she was able to increase their followers by 26% per month. Use Gina's claim to write a function to represent the number of online followers that the boy band had after T months. Okay, so let's talk about Gina's claim. After T months, so we're going to be using N of T. What was their original amount of followers? Yep. And what's this rate that she's talking about? What rate did she say she could increase it? 18,450. That's what you got. So she started with the boy band on May 1st. How many online followers did they have by September 1st? How many months from May 1st to September 1st? This is hard. 4. Yeah, it's 4. We all agree that it's 4. Okay. Where does the 4 go? In the T. So we're looking at N of 4. That does not mean N times 4. That's N of 4. That's the number of followers after 4 months. Is 18,450 times e to the 0.26 times 4. This right here can all go on your calculator. One fell swoop. Just hit enter. Put them together. Yes.
Do that so fast. I didn't even have time to write it down. I didn't even have time to write it down.
Alright, so yeah, after 4 months they had 52,199 followers. Alright, I have to erase this, so get this down, I have to erase this so you see. I'm not going to erase all of it, just parts of it. You have it? Alright, for question C, how long did it, what the heck? How long did it take for the band to surpass 100,000 online followers? Whatever. How long did it take the band to surpass 100,000 online followers? Okay, so we have this formula. We had it. It disappeared. What is it? 18,000 e 0.26. Okay, so now I have this number 100,000. And I'm wondering how long it took to get to 100,000. So where does the 100,000 go, and what am I solving for now? Okay, so it goes here. So I'm going to have 100,000 equals 18,450 times e to the 0.26, right? If you remember how to solve this. Yeah. Start off by dividing by 18,450. Get that out of the way. Now, you can write down your answer for this, but I would not take it out of the calculator. Wouldn't do it. I'm going to leave this actually like 5 calculator. It goes on forever. I'm going to leave it in my calculator, just like that for now. What's the next step here? I have this e to the something. You have an exponential function. That's an exponential function. What's the inverse of it? Log. But it's an e, so I don't want to just take the log. I want to take natural log. These are great. What's the natural log of e? Remember? 1. They're inverses. That goes away. So you're left with a natural log of 5.4201 equal to 0.26t. And then what would we do there? Divide by 0.26. So I'm going to put in my calculator so I can get the most accurate answer possible. I'm going to put in natural log of the answer. Because my calculator still remembers that this answer, and it's this long answer. So the natural log of the answer divided by 0.26, it's going to take them about 6.5 months. I'm just going to write it right on that dude's face.
This is a dumb question. I get the answer.
Second, and then the negative sign. Now, did it ask us? It just said how long, so 6.5 months. It says, but then, like, when do they surpass? And we'd have to figure out, well, 6.5 months from May is, what, like November-ish? Halfway through November? You got this? Turn the page. Alright. Gina's top client is a pro football quarterback. And on her website, Gina claims that since she began managing his account 3 years ago, his online followers have grown to 105,300. If he had 4,125 online followers when he hired Gina, at what monthly rate did his number of online followers grow? I'm going to let you try and set that one up. Give you about a minute to set it up. Set this up. Remember, the original formula is your amount after a certain amount of time equals your original amount times e to the rate times time. Right? So what is your amount after some time? What was the original amount? Yeah. Do we know the rate? Do we know the time? What? I don't see 36 anywhere in this problem.
It's 3 years and
Exactly. You guys are so smart. Okay, so I need to solve for r, so what do I do first? Alright. I'm writing this down, but I am not taking it out of my calculator. It's staying in my calculator. My calculator is got like another 1,000 digits after it. Because even what's on the screen is not what your calculator remembers. Your calculator remembers even more. Okay, so now what do I do? Natural log. Those go away. And I think I can get it here. Natural log 253 36 R. About a 36. Okay. So when I put this in my calculator, I'm going to hit natural log of the answer. And I want to keep that long answer in my calculator. Always round on the very, very, very last step. Because as soon as you start rounding, your answer starts getting more and more off. Okay? What am I dividing by again? So I get that it's 0.08999999 forever. So we're going going to say that her rate is about 9%. That's a lot of 9s after that. And then an 8, so yeah. It's going to go to 9%. Try question B. Try question B. Question B, you know the rate. What you don't have is the month. You know the rates. We just found it in question A. Alright, what's the answer for B going to look like? What? 25? No, 4,125? Here, let me show you two things. Alright, let me ask you a question about these two problems here. Okay? This is from the very beginning when she first took over, right? And this is somewhere along the way. Are they growing at different rates here than they are here? No. She's still continuing to grow this client. What was he, a football player? Yeah. This quarterback followers are still growing at 9%. So if you use this versus this, what would you have to take into account?
That's after 3 years.
Right, this is 3 years. So if you're like, well, how long did it take to get to 200,000 followers? Well, if you're starting from here, it's going to take less time. Do you mean from the beginning or do you mean right now? So I would take either one of these, I think. Probably I would take either one. But when you turn around to use it, like you have to use it in this one, you need to think about, well, it will, because we want it to double his current online following. I wouldn't even mess with this one. I would use this one. Because this is his current online following, so that's the one that I would use. If it said, you know, how long does it take to get to 200,000? Well, from the very beginning, it might take 40 months. But from right now, it's only going to take 4 more months. So be specific about which one you're using to answer. Okay? Try question C. All by yourself. And you're trying to double what he has right now. So I would use what he has right now. How long is it going to take him to double it? Yes, months. Yeah. Okay. Let me show you a trick here on doubling. If you need to double, it's like, how much do you need to double or triple or whatever? You really don't even need to know the original amount because what happens as soon as you divide? It's 2. Yeah. So if you know the rate, that's really all you need. If it asks how long is it going to take to double something or triple something, I made an investment at 6%. How long does it take to triple? How much was your investment? It doesn't matter because whatever it was, as soon as I hit divided by, that's going to be 3. Oh, how about that? So it doesn't matter what the original amount was. So just remember that. But it is 7.7 months. Awesome. I'm not done talking about Gina. She also manages a running back. She's a busy girl, okay? Gina has a lot of irons in the fire. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, try number 4. Try number 4, and then we're going to talk about number 5. But I want you to try number 4 on your own first. Let's talk about Gina. You guys, though. You're yeah. Okay. All right. So currently, what?
You guys, though, you're precious.
You are. I love you. You're for the
Until we're
most part.
seniors.
There's like 3 of you, but the rest of you, you're on task. And when you're seniors, I'm gonna be like, get out of here. Not really. All right. So anyway, let's talk about Gina. Okay. So Gina also manages a running back on the same team who currently has 62,100 online followers, and he's seen a 14% increase in his followers. How many people followed him when he hired Gina 15 months ago? So he currently has how many? 62,100. So where's that gonna go? The N of T, right? 62,100 is your N of T. Do we know his original amount?
No.
All right, so that's gonna be our variable. She's B. Were you trying to spell Bert? Because it does. Oh, okay. E to the, what's the rate? 14. And the time? 15. No, it's not going to be negative, because once we work it out, it'll be a smaller number. Once you do your division and all that stuff. It'll be a smaller number. Yeah. Alright. So, I don't, let's see, what was it again? 0.14 times 15. 2.1, so I'm looking at 62,100 equals B times E to the 2.1. Now remember, that's a real number, so I don't really have to do anything with logarithms or anything like that with this problem. I just have to work it out. I'm just going to divide by E to the 2.1. So 62,100 divided by E to the 2.1. He had 7,604. That's what you got? See? Love you guys. Look at that. Fresh. All of you. Alright. Will the running back ever have the same number of online followers that the quarterback has? If so, when? If not, why not? Who cares? They care, okay? It's kind of a big deal for them. They want to have the most. How fast is the quarterback throwing? 9%. How fast is running backs throwing? 14%. So while he may have less, he's growing at a higher rate. Okay? So he's eventually going to catch up. We just need to find out when. What was the quarterback's right now, how many does he have? 105, was it?
26.
E to the, you said it was 9%? We need to know when that will equal, how many does the running back have right now? 62,000? Alright, that's what we have to solve right there. Yeah, no big deal. Here's what we're going to do. Start off dividing by 62,100. I think I should have done this on Smartboard. We're going to say 1.696, but don't take that number out of your calculator. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to divide by e to the 0.09t. These are two numbers with the same base. What do you do when you're dividing and you have the same base? What do you do with your exponents? Subtract. So what's 0.14 divided by, or minus 0.09? 0.05. So now I have this 1.696 equals e to the 0.05 t. But again, this is not what's in my calculator. In my calculator, I have the entire long answer. So what am I going to do now? Natural log now. Natural log, it's going to be natural log 0.1696 equals 0.05 t. So I'll divide by 0.05. Natural log of the answer divided by 0.05. It's about 10 months. 10 and a half months. About 10 and a half months, he'll have the same, and on the very next day, he'll have more. Boom. Alright. Awesome. Alright, try to figure out number 6 with Gina and her talk show client. That'll be the last one, actually. In fact, I don't think we'll get that one solved.